Hello everybody and welcome. I am the THEBETAPLAN and this is Crusader Kings 3 where we are trying to play tall, forming the Dutch nation with the Dutch culture, trying to, well, having to reform that as well and all those things, but we're not done yet. Right now, however, we have 500 gold. We've also been called into a war by Hungary and we will have to help, but I first did not want to spend any money on any troops. I didn't even realize he was killed during a raid. Okay, at 31. Let's find you yet another guy with a lot of prowess that's willing to marry you matrilineal. And apparently this Basque person is going to be it. But what we also can do is usurp the kingdom of Frisia. We've done it with our first character. As king, you have new duties and responsibilities. You will now be expected to regularly hold court, solving the disputes of the realm and letting your courtiers take part in your daily routines. Count Richwin of Arnheim is looking sternly at me in a direct, almost lecturing way. Perhaps there's also some pride in his eyes. He starts to unfold a beautiful banner bearing the emblem of House Walding. One of the ways in which the world would now judge your rule is by how you adorn and care for your royal court. I have taken the liberty to have this made as a gift to mark the beginnings of your royal tenure. And we get a masterwork large wall ornament, giving us both prestige and renown, men-at-arms, maintenance lowered and grandeur, as well as the Walding dynasty banner. Also giving us a little bit of renown and a vassal limit +2. I like that one. Let them see the new king, and he presents a new emblem, or other matters call my attention. No. We're gonna be the new king. There is finally a royal court. Man, it took some time. Interesting. In my Greek one, I can hang stuff on the right side. Here I cannot. Okay, we're gonna put, of course, the masterwork item behind me. Besides, that is our dynasty thing, and here I'm gonna hold it there. Which, funny enough, is just a copy. I really wish they would have done a little bit to change that up. Just a different color in the background or what have you not. Those are the court artifacts. Of course, there should be... I would assume, or maybe that are my claims, that other people have claims on this within my dynasty. No, it was just created for me. Wonderful. By the way, we can now again hold 5 holdings. Court Grandeur, there it is. It is currently dropping. The baseline is 3, but it's changing towards 0.23. Baseline will reach an 8. Court Grandeur is 25. Interesting is now, yeah, you are now on my throne despite the fact that you're not helping. We are an administrative court. I like that right now because development growth in capital increased. Promote culture acceptance. We might actually have use for that if we want to combine with the Rhinelander culture. Vassal tax contribution also increased. We are not warlike. So we're not going to change that. We could change the language. My current court language. I would love... I thought I just did something for you. Also, Head of Faith. I am going to wait a few seconds before asking you for money, because I am now a king. I wonder if that would actually grant me more money now that we have this. Also, I really want to check this out. I really want to keep that. We might want to need a new antiquarian, but they're all poor and terrible at this job, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, we want to repair them at a certain point. I do think I'm also going to pay for a little bit more amenities. No lodgings. That is 0.2. Guests can stay longer. Guest acceptance to join your schemes in court is increased. Grandeur. Complete inspiration quality has a small chance of improvement. That might be the one that's nicest for us. A personal scheme power. Not that important. Few servants. Guest requirement, recruitment cost lowered, so you can get the money back there if you are much of that. Court grandeur bonus, stress loss, sure. And last entry, additional prestige and grandeur and guests and courtier and guest gain prestige. Owner is +2%. +2% on 4.1 is not that good. Let's go at least to minute lodgings. But I have to figure out everything immediately, because otherwise it's not going to work. So, hold on. It's now at a free, but it's... The baseline is there? that what I'm reading correctly? Baseline is free. Yeah, I need to pay for stuff. Do we want to increase this more? Complete inspiration quality has a chance of complete inspiration, and here's a small chance. Yeah, I do want to increase the lodgings mainly. 0.4. We're gonna have to bump this up. And I assume that the expected value is a free because that is... No, that's my current thing. Active level, ranked 25th in the world. Yeah, but what is this the expected one? Yeah, this is your current expectations. So currently above it. If I do it all this, it costs me 1 gold monthly maintenance. Now, that is something of our income for sure, but it is something that we can pay for. We're going to apply this. Don't want to immediately go crazy high, because otherwise we won't be able to pay for it. Also, funny thing to note is that in my court is my son. Despite the fact that he's not in my court, but he did also give us a grandson. Waarom Jacobszoon. So that... Oh, for those that don't speak Dutch, we have first had it about Ada's dochter. Or here it actually is Ada dochter. We saw before that it was Ada's dochter. And here's Ada's son. But yeah, that means Ada, the daughter of Ada. Maybe because this is an A? Normally it becomes Ada's dochter. With an S in between. But maybe that's the family name. Because now that I pronounce it, I'm also likely that sounds horrible. Katharijne dochter. Maybe that's... Here, Katharijne's zoon. Oh, of course, when the Z is in front of it, because then it becomes weird. Never you mind, it's not for a daughter, because dochter goes fine with it, as it's a D. But here we have Jacob's son, because his name is Jacob. They called him Waarom, not after his dad, but something that you can do is that you can rename people in this DLC. I think actually the free DLC also does it. Well, we can just call him Jacob's son. We can do that. So we can have Jacob the First, Jacob the Second, and Jacob the Third, because, you know, that's what they did back in the day. So, you can rename people in your dynasty. There is a limit to it. Your own children, and I think you need to be the dynasty head for a few things. But yeah, we are now Frisia. We are now a kingdom title. Lotharingia is gonna fall apart into East Francia, whatever little left of it that is, and this, I think we're pretty potent as it is. I now do need to help my ally though, before she becomes a bit pissy about it. Excellent, there is that marriage. Wonderful, you have a weak claim to the Salamit Emirate. Within Andalusia, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything about it. This also is going to be a token force. Going to be there, but that's about it. My cousin was slain of the Karling dynasty. Alright. Yeah, this is my cousin actually. 50% less as you speak dual vulgar. Yes, I speak another language. Swaying, by the way, her just to have that a little bit better. There we go. Done that. And then I'm going to go back to swaying Bohemond, because of course he is a little annoyed with the fact that I declared war and just usurped his title. So let's just sway him that I'm not the worst person in the world. I could revoke this again of Zwolle. Oh, there's yeah. Well, you know, let's just let it be for now. I can hold an extra holding, and that is because I'm now king title. But then, of course, the big question is, Head of Faith. No, did not increase it, but I will definitely ask for some gold. Then you already needed a martial leader by a long time. There you go. You are now her teacher. And then you who wants to become intrigue focused. We don't really have intrigue in court. I guess the highest guy is indeed a 14. Good luck. I can negotiate alliances with this boy. That's 655. Who is also, by the way, thanks to a hook, was my ward. I used a hook on that. Oh, he changed Anglo-Saxon as well. I'm just gonna leave that be. We're dynastically linked. It isn't to be expected that he stays Dutch. Thank you so much for that money, because that brings us in, gives us the opportunity, I should say, to build something more. Hunting grounds, because they're cheap and can be built there. And we're going to go with farming fields over there when we can. So, our army has shown up late to the party. Yeah, and I don't want to fight. We have another ally, by the way, in this war. This chap. But that is it. She really underestimated the fact that this guy is a tribal. 7,000 troops. Oh boy. Mercenaries. 4,000. A lot. You know, screw you. I'm not going to be in this war. I can't do it. It's just going to destroy my manpower. I've been here. I've seen the army. Now I'm going to disbandle. Also, our men-at-arms have increased quite a bit. You might be wondering, why is that? For off-camera, we popped 2 innovations. No, actually, we popped only 1. No, 2. Mustering grounds? No, I thought we popped barracks. No, I clicked on barracks. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Well, actually, you have to listen to me because you're watching a YouTube video, and although you can watch, it's kind of handy to also listen to what people say. But recruit to court. Yeah, that's too expensive, buddy. I'm not going to do that. But we definitely want to raise more men-at-arms, become stronger as a kingdom. But first, I am going to pop in those fields. Because I still have, of course, cutting corners and my core type. Now, core type is going to stay. Cutting corners, I don't know what's going to stay. I am not feeling too well. I am poor in health. So, yeah. Farms and fields. Let's build them. Let's get that income to arise. Raise. Again, 100% lifestyle experience. He gives me 25 or he pays me 15 and I lose prestige. Disloyal vassal. Alright. Scout Hubert has me a fool and has been paying too little. Or, I'll keep him on a short leash from now on and I increase his field taxes. He gains 10 loss of opinion. I gain 57 stress, but I can't handle it. Who hasn't tried to line their own pockets? He becomes my friend. Not worth it. Because I'm compassionate, forgiving, and content. This is everything that is against me. Nobody wants this. But it's good. Otherwise, it's just a lot of prestige for little gain. I'm going to go with this one. Completely against my nature. But then again, I'm very low stress level. And I'm thinking about the future generation. There it is. Barracks. I thought I already had that one. City planning, absolutely. No, I constantly keep thinking that is public works, but that's not the same thing. The Jour causes by. Could be nice at a certain point, but we're pretty close to moats. Let's just get that up and running. What we also should do, I totally forgot. Oh, there's also a situation at my court. Finger bones of a king. A peddler in a cloak with dozens of baubles and knickknacks soon onto it rattles up to me. You strike me as a seasoned collector. She pulls out and opens a battered chest brimming with bones from every limb imaginable. I have some of the rarest saint finger bones, even some foiled in gold. They are sold as singles, but I will grant a special price for a full set of 10. So this is why the peasants have 9 fingers nowadays. I don't buy it and I gain prestige, but we lose development growth and I don't want that. Or I want an entire formal arm and I gain a finger bone of a saint artifact. And it's still 9-fingered. Oh no. I am going to buy it though. I don't know if it's real. I should have actually checked what type of person she was. Maybe that could have given me a little bit of a clue. Finger bones of a saint. It is another very crappy piety bonus game item. Alright, well. It's at least not completely useless. I've actually seen worse. La Tour de Pin. That was not exactly meant. I apologize. Oh, I have you. I have you in my prison. He's not willing to ransom me. He will not accept. For 0. He's not willing to do anything about this. Alright. And I also have you. You have no prowess, man. I have no reason to hold you. If I recruit you... Well, it's a commander, I guess. Let's just take it. He has a raid trait. We don't raid, but sure. We'll get a new antiquarian when we can actually forge some items. Oh! Yeah, this crime cannot go unpunished, gods! I cannot imprison an ally without a reason. Well, he was on... Oh, wait a second, we're Catholic. Yeah. Sorry, when I tend to play, I make a religion that's a little bit more... fair? Male adultery, shunned. Criminal adultery. Criminal. So, I have his lover. He won't even accept that. He will accept for a favor. Let's just do that. Modify feudal contract. Thank you. Pay me more taxes. I emphasize those shared interests. I gained the prestige. And you are trying to raid me with not enough men for me to be scared. I am scared of what is on top there. That army. That I won't be able to beat, but this we should be able to beat. Don't know why it keeps putting in the weaker commander. Oh, you're going to sea? Wonderful. Oh, take up 3 months to return. Yeah, yeah, I understand, because we're at war, but I'm going to do it anyways. But hey, we beat them out of here. Should I be careful, because maybe you are going to loot me. I think that's going to sea. Oh, they're being attacked already. Good, handled. Hybrid culture formed. Alright. So, yeah, speaking of cultures. When I originally started this series, people were like, and I asked you what you want to see, and some people were like, converge, a lot of people diverge, and what have you not. Sorry, a lot of people the other way around. The funny thing is, if I would diverge the culture, and it's luckily already the minimum of people that wanted to see that, was this county always French? Probably. Because Belgian stuff. Distracted. If I diverge this culture, it's kind of silly to do that. It costs a lot of prestige to do so. Basically by changing things out and what have you not. I don't even think I'm making a change here. And I think that's... But I am the head of this culture. So, I really shouldn't do that. The thing I should do is look if I can reform the Dutch culture and add something to it. That requires, however, a lot of prestige. There are some things that are only 2,000. There are some things that are 5,000. 2,000, like coastal warriors, can recruit Bondi, Vigmen, and Varangian veterans, households, trades, and the culture must be of North Germanic heritage. We are of Central Germanic heritage. I thought actually we could almost do this, but unfortunately, no. Now, the one that I like to get for us... Is that social? Industrious. Well, that's 5,000. Additional stress gain, that's annoying, but building construction time lowered and gain 25 development growth when a building is constructed. We want to grow tall. This one works with that very well. Also something I noticed off camera. Development growth. Bureaucratic Dutch plus 10%. And I was like, Dutch plus 10%. Do we have a flat bonus to development? No. So, why are we getting a plus 10 bonus? to development here. Because it simply states Dutch plus 10%. So let's dive into that one. Because I haven't actually done that. The trade port line of building can be constructed one hour earlier. Trade port line, so that's this one. Oh, we can upgrade it. Wow. Should do that. But it doesn't state anything about why I get just a flat 10%. Is that bureaucratic? All Dutch counties development growth plus 15%. So why is it plus 10 then? Oh, no, that's from bureaucratic alone, right? That is what bureaucratic is indicating here. Or is it that my... Hold on. Court type is an administrative court. Administrative court gives... No, but additional development growth is only at level 7, and that's not even plus 10% or anything. So that also isn't it. Why am I getting a flat 10% additional bonus from being Dutch? Because agrarian shouldn't work for this terrain, because it's floodplains, but besides, it's about building construction cost. Children tend to do slightly worse in the martial trade, content is more common. City holding significantly lowers control gain, gives more taxes. City holdings give more taxes, development levies. So, the fact that we have a city here apparently gives us 10%. That's it. I figured it out. Yep, here it isn't, but here is the agrarian is hitting us with a plus 30%, and that's because when we look at the map mode, terrain, when do you ever use this? Farmlands. It's the only farmlands in Dutch except for this one as well. That's where we can grow big. We can grow big over here with 30% due to the agrarian trade. Okay, well then. But I think this is now stuck. No, it's still growing. Wow. Despite the fact of having 9-fingered peasants. Yeah, I could not choose an option where that did not trigger. So that is a thing. Reyes from her are in my territory, but they're just skipping along, dilly-dallying away. Defensive measures, which is good for being raided. Levy reinforcement rate, this isn't bad, but I don't think I will live long enough to enjoy most of this. Hunting lodges have been built in Nedersticht. Over here. Sorry. Over there. Wonderful. There's another song. Bernhard Sophie's zone. Alright. But I'm more interested in you. Oh, pregnant again. Negotiate an alliance. No, because you're going to pull me into wars that I do not like. I couldn't even click on that. End of the war. Ah! No titles change hand. All allies share 100% based on their contribution. Which I didn't. Share. So we do get prestige? So be it. Go on a pilgrimage. Hold court. Hold court. That's the one thing I wanted to do that I keep forgetting. 70 prestige. Let's hit it. Will increase Grandeur. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my gods to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in. Some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased. All faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row, waiting for me to call on them. I have to admit, I've never actually seen less than 3. This is Van Gelderen. He is the one that is Dynastic Kinslayer indeed. Did you also give me this? I think there was somebody else, right? There was one of Arnhem. But so, let's the one for the first one approach. This is just a lady. A peasant woman from the castle of Arnhem. Which is interesting because we are now the Dutch culture. But this is the German way to pronounce the city. In Dutch it's called Arnhem. So the E is lost. Is brought before me, as no matter what the gods do, she will not stop dancing, draining blood from mangled feet. Ooh, I cannot cease, my lord. None of us can. Not until we collapse. Please help us. The dancing mania has been spreading through the castle, leaving none idle in the city. Oh no. Dancing sounds delightful. Next. Absolutely not. Pray for the deliverance of God and surely someone will answer. Even less development growth. But it's Arnheim and we don't own that. And we gain piety. A frightful peasant strolls all too close before God steps between us. Ooh, he backs off with a wink, laughing through scant teeth. Your lordness, I come here from Amsterdam with a matter of great importance. His eyebrows undulate. You see, King? Back in my grandpappy's day, the bailiff put up a fence along the cooper's wife father's field, but now it's fallen to bits. And of course, the grandson wins never the thing to deal with it. So he wants nothing to do with it, I think. This is not how the Dutch accent goes, but alright. Stuart Hubert, go fix it, please. Count Hubert loses a bit of opinion of me, but the dispute has been settled. Development growth increase. You don't say! Cover starch. Vassal opinion is lowered, but I gain stress. You are a fool, my fool. And I will... The Count of Holland gains mocked, lowers the stress, and he becomes my court jester. But Ambrose, you are not very good at court jester, I think, because I know that court jester works on gregarious and I think on diplomacy. So I don't think he's a good jester. Or what? How did this man get in? Anyone? Vassal opinion is increased, but popular opinion is lowered. There's no good answer here. I don't know how much stress I have. I cannot see that on the screen. That is the only thing I really dislike. Can you close this without it going wrong? I can handle all the stress. You don't say. Go on. And the woman who approaches my throne is clearly a commoner, yet again. It's because we don't have a lot of vassals and stuff. My lord, she begins her speech, I represent the local community of Amsterdam, again. In the last few months, our cemeteries have been plagued with the disappearance of bodies. All have been dug up and left no trace. At first we feared wild animals. Oh, I know where this one is going. And because I can see who's next to her, I'm like, oh no, you didn't. All have been dug up, left without a trace. At first we feared wild animals or obscure powers at work, but then your own court physician, Arnold, was caught red-handed holding the dead away for his experiments. Why? I want to say burning for some reason. Please, put a stop to this blasphemy. This is my court physician, who is also an archbishop. Stunning the human body is a sad necessity. Lower. He gains some diplomacy and he might gain a trade position, but it's such a low chance, I'm not sure. Arrest this grave robber. It will cost you 200 prestige, or not, just cut it off. Yeah, let's just cut it off, man. Stop with this nonsense. As the last petition of the past, various courtiers follow them out of the room, having business to attend elsewhere. Others remain. Soon the ceremonial formalities of the proceedings have dropped away entirely, with the hum and bustle of normal courted life taking its place. I did not get any event that actually increases your court grandeur, which you can get. Okay, our baseline seems to be 23. And that is just above level 3. And we are expected to have... this court is 2 levels above its expected in grandeur. Yeah, so they expect me to have grandeur 1, but I have grandeur 3. So that is giving me additional prestige, which is nice, because that we can use to possibly change cultures around. Vassal opinion plus 12, which is amazing. And of course, because of our type of court, administrative court, we have lower building cost and construction time. Why are you sitting there like, meh? Are you not happy to become another father? Well, we'll see all about that in the next episode. I see it's 29 minutes now. I think this is a nice ending. And we have a lot of ways to go to become the first. Because I assume that your court is a big old 8 or 9. And you're just displaying a crown. Just you know, just because you can. The crown of Justinian. Oh, that's not just a crown. That's amazing. Vassal limit plus 10. That is an amazing crown. And the Greeks are really good. Image of Edessa. Also really not bad. And your own crown, I assume you have as well. No, you don't. You don't have the Basilius crown. Okay. Wow, your dagger is even better than mine, giving you more prowess than my mace. And I would reckon mace has more of a reach, but that is not, of course, all that is prowess. But yeah, the Greeks have... Oh, should get out of this one. The Greeks have legilistic, giving you... hold on to your hats, plus 30 vassal limit. Then also, they can go... you can't see it here, but they... oh, no, it's in... I can't show you that. There is one which we also can get in our traditions and pillars, where you can get another plus 10 vassals. Social, I think. Charismatic? No, the picture looks like that. Loyal subject. No, that's opinion plus 10. Looks like it, but it's not exactly the same. There is another one that gives you plus 10. Oh well, I'm looking now for things that I don't exactly know yet well enough, because unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know everything of this DLC yet. There's a lot still to explore, which is amazing. But yeah. Means there's still a lot of things to do. But also means that I don't always know exactly where it is that I'm looking for. I know there's another plus 10 somewhere in the way that they can get it. Also, you can get, of course, additional vassal limit, I think, via this. I don't know why I'm looking for it, because it's not what we're going to do. We're going to go at all. It's all not relevant for us. What is relevant for us is to see how the Duchy of Frisia and the Duchy of Brabant will come to our family line. Yeah, then this. We will resist the impulses because the hunt calls to us. That's an expensive hunt. Why is that so expensive? You lack service to drum out wildlife, making hunting harder and less prestigious if it goes poorly. Screw that, I'm taking it. Oh. Yeah. Make him friendlier with us. I will tend to his wounds. We return home invigorated. Hunt went just fine. Well, with that successful hunt, I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.